what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Alone Together Pittsburgh. I'm your host, Patrick Jordan. We are here kicking off episode 112 in week 36. I don't know how many weeks. But anyway, thank you for joining us. Thank you for welcoming us into your homes and mobile devices. We know you have a lot of options, and we're glad you chose to be with us. Lot going on. But before we get into the meat and potatoes of the show, just want to get some stuff out of the way. Ticking below me along the screen right here is our Venmo at TogetherPGH. If you want to kick in a couple of bucks for the artists involved in the show on any given night, we would greatly appreciate it. We also have a PayPal account. You can find our PayPal account through our webpage at togetherpgh.com. But our Venmo is the easiest way to pop that off. We know there's donor fatigue going on right now, but we would, we'd be grateful if you kick in a little bit more. So thank you for joining us. So we brought some stuff back to the show. We took a week off because of the elections and everything. We figured everyone was sick of voting, right? But we decided to bring it back this week. We are in the final throes, the death rattle, if you will, of the Engine House 25 Winery Jagoff poll. All right. So we started this Jagoff poll in March when March Madness was canceled, and it's been carrying out ever since, right? It is a long way to go, but we started off with 64 teams, and then we also had the in-show polls that had to battle their way in for a few weeks to get into the Jagoff. We are down to the final four pretty much right now, okay? So if you go to togetherpgh.com/vote, you will see this bracket poll and how it is shaping up. But the names are big, okay? They're just going to get bigger as we go. These are the ones that have won at least 4 rounds to get to it. And I'm going to throw this one to Dave because I know we want to get this out there. Dave, tell him what happened.
Overnight, Michael Keaton, Mr. Bat himself, went against the Pittsburgh parking chair. That's right. That old bat, Michael Keaton, versus that old bat, the parking chair. Two things very, very Pittsburgh. Let's figure out how this went. Listen to some tunes.
While this is going on, just want to let everybody know, right? These tunes are amazing, but we are doing this all from a place of love. We are not pitting one thing against each other. It's all from love. We love all of these Pittsburgh things. Dave.
I don't love Michael Keaton. I got no love for Michael Keaton.
Oh,
but
boy.
He beat the pants off of the parking chair.
56.
Is that how you would have bet, Patrick? Where was your money?
My money was going to be on the parking chair. It's iconic.
Yep. Nope. Michael Keaton, that evil man, destroyed the parking chair, ripped it apart. He put on his suit one last time. He dusted it off. He put it in, he got it in his rubber, put on his powdered up all his parts because that rubber is bad. The neoprene on the parts ain't good. Got to get the powder. He stepped out into the nightlife and he found a parking chair and he broke it over his own head. Michael Keaton, damn you. Way to go. Jagoff winner.
All right. Well, Michael Keaton, props to you. You are a Pittsburgh guy. Through and through. You work Pittsburgh into your movies, and I salute you, sir. But the parking chair, I mean, if I could play the Sarah McLachlan I Would Remember You song, I mean, the parking chair has been through some battles. I mean, the parking chair defeated some big-name Pittsburgh things, including the sinkhole bus. That's right. The parking chair started out versus the sinkhole bus, and here we are now with that. But that to be said, I salute you. Michael Keaton will go on to face either the winner of tonight's or Kurt Angle when the way this whole thing breaks down. So there's iconic things. There's only 2 human beings, 2 physical, living, still alive human beings left in the poll. Okay, so stay tuned. See what happens at the end of tonight's show. We'll announce what the overnight is for that, and then we'll go on from there to the next thing. But before we tell you what the in-show poll is, I want to tell you a little bit about the sponsor of the polls, Engine House 25 Winery. If you go to eh25.com, you can find a selection of fantastic wines that they have there. The grapes are coming from Napa to Chile and everywhere in between, refrigerated box trucks, hand-selected, and every other part of the process is happening right there, 3339 Penn Avenue, right in Doughboy Square, where the Strip District meets Lawrenceville. It's also home to the Clemente Museum. So I highly recommend checking it out. And just so you know, if you let them know that you found out about them from Together Pittsburgh, Alone Together Pittsburgh, that's us, you get $5 off per bottle, right? Can't beat that. That's a giant percentage. So $5 off per bottle. No, it doesn't matter if it's an expensive bottle or the cheapest bottle they have. Get on it. EH25.com. Check it out. They're also doing curbside if you order in advance because of COVID, and they're also doing some free shipping in the greater Pittsburgh area because of COVID as well. So check them out. That said, Dave, tell them what the in-show Lil Jagoff poll is that only they get to vote on. You can't vote on it tomorrow when you listen to the audio-only podcast version of the show. You're not going to watch this if you're on the West Coast. You're watching it later. You got other shit to do. Tonight's the night. You got to vote. You watching right now, get the vote on. Dave, tell them what it is.
You know what I miss, Patrick Jordan?
What do you miss?
I miss meat with friends. Getting together with friends, eating meat and carbs. What do you think? Are you getting your daily meat and carbs, Patrick?
I am definitely not, Dave, especially on weekends when there could be something called a tailgate happening.
That's right, Patrick. You got to take care of yourself in this COVID times. You got to take care of number 1, 2, and 3, the whole fam. You got to get your meat. You got to get your carbs. Sometimes you got to pit them against each other. Tonight we got sausage or kielbasa versus the pierogi. Pierogi. That's carbs and more carbs with a side of cheese and more carbs on top of that. So, I believe this was your dinner plate, right, Patrick? Is that true?
This actually ended up being what I had for dinner tonight, and I did not realize it, but this is a tailgate off. What is your favorite tailgate food? Is it like the kielbasa and sausage or pierogi? I mean, what do you like when you hit a tailgate, since there's no tailgating allowed in the tri-state area?
It was like you were Pee Wee Herman tonight, and you were looking in your plate, and your plate started battling each other, and you were Pee Wee Herman, basically. That's what I'm saying.
It's what happened. It's definitely what happened. I'm just saying that's all. I literally had kielbasa and pierogi. I had like sausage and pierogies for dinner tonight. It just worked out that way. First time in the pandemic that was the meal for tonight. It just. Sometimes the planets line together. Before we get out to our first guest, I want to talk a little bit about, we started the show as a way to keep a sense of community going when the first lockdown happened, when we were in red and the shutdown happened from the state and COVID was kind of new to us. Well, now it's old to us. And the new COVID numbers are disturbing, to say the least, in Allegheny County. Yesterday we broke the record, and it was in the upper 370s or 380s of individual cases in one day. Today was 412. That's right, 412. Hey, it's the 412 area code. 412 new cases of COVID-19 happened in the last 24 hours, which puts us almost at 2,000 cases in the last 6 days. So we're trending. We're not trending in the wrong direction. We're going in the wrong direction. It's not even that cold yet. And I don't know what you can attribute this to, but you go out and the mask wearing it's like people have just forgotten about it. I don't know if they got so caught up in the election and it wasn't on the news as much or whatever, but the United States had 144,000 cases between yesterday and today. So we're definitely going in the wrong direction. So I implore you, please, the political season's over. I know some people don't want to let it go, but put on a mask, okay? Social distance, wash your hands. There's a lot coming up with Thanksgiving, and other holidays are coming up right now. Please be careful. Please be smart. Don't do anything stupid. And we joke about it, but this is dead serious. I would hate to see. We were terrified of this, talking about this on the show back in March and April. Like, oh God, what if this thing comes back once everything starts opening up again, and then it has to close again? I don't know if people can come back from it. So we're trending towards another lockdown. So please be aware of it, and just remember what Bruce Springsteen says.
Wear a mask.
I'm not afraid to be seen standing up to these guys.
The mask's not for you. It's to protect the people you care
1, 2, 3, wow!
Bruce Springsteen is also a Caped Crusader. So that's awesome. Anyway, well, I get a question here from the booth here about Michael Keaton. They're not getting over this. Okay, Michael Keaton is an icon of Pittsburgh lore. There was only a handful of human beings that were on this poll. He beat Jeff Goldblum to get into it. There you go. All right, so jokes aside, Bubba, let's get back to have a little bit of fun on the show here. Put on a mask, wash your hands, socially distance, tell your friends to do the same. And just, when you see people being jerks, just avoid them. I don't know what else to say. All right, moving that along. Dave, Pete, anything exciting happened to you over the last 24 hours? You see anything good?
Hey,
anything good happen?
All
right, buddy.
Kiss you right now.
Yeah, you are a good guy. I get you. So anyway, you went on a trail today.
Do it like a kiss. Do a friend kiss.
What was it like on the trail today? Oh, Pete, hold on. Let me. I got to reverse this. There you go. All right. So that's so sweet. So you were on trail today.
I was on the river trail today between Millville and downtown. And
masks. Anyone wearing masks?
I mean, if there were like a few, but maybe 10 people of the probably 200 plus I saw were wearing masks. It was scary.
Okay, so
kind of freaked me out.
We're back to that.
Kind of freaked me out a little bit, Patrick. Because I don't know. It's the numbers are like peaking.
Yeah, it's
no one's paying any attention.
We're higher than we've ever been. I mean, July was the highest single day, and that was when they were screwing up the testing, and the test results were delayed. So that was like 2 days in a row that got up into those but to be over 400 in Allegheny County, I mean, the country's like Texas has a million cases currently. They're doing field hospitals. So I don't want to get into this. I'm not a doctor, you know what I mean? But
you're not.
No, but I do talk to them a lot.
You played one on TV, though, right?
I have played them on TV and in movies. I played like a friggin' neurosurgeon once in a movie. But yeah, it ain't life. So I'm not preaching. I'm just saying there's one thing we can handle. It's wearing the mask. So it protects other people. So
it really pissed me off. Like, I was just like, I mean, I get not wearing a mask. You're outside, you're going hiking. You see very few people, but like no one was wearing a mask. And like, it's a busy trail. Like you're passing people. You're within 6 feet most of the time whenever you pass someone, because the trail's only like 4.5, 5 feet wide. Like,
well, there it is. Well, anyway, you're cold today though. You put on a hoodie. You're chilly.
I am.
All right. Well, okay. So enough about that. We've got a fantastic show tonight, right? We've got Kate Romane is going to be here talking about what Kate ate, which is everybody's favorite segment. That's happening later in the show. But before that happens, we have someone that we've wanted to have on the show, like officially. She actually made an appearance on the show in our first week back in March. But we're excited to have her back here again from Assemble and All Things Awesome. Let's bring out Nina Barbuto.
Hi, Patrick.
What's happening, Nina Marie Barbuto?
Boo, 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 boo.
Wah, 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 wah. How's it going?
It's going. It's going.
But I mean, all things considered, in the horrible state of affairs, but it's great to see you.
It's great to see you too. Also, it's great to be on here. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm a fan. And actually, can I demo something really quick?
Absolutely.
For everybody?
Please.
Because, this is just, I want to say how much I appreciate, and even though it can be easy to I have a certain Alone Together, if you can see, Venmo, right?
Oh, yeah.
Watch this. I'm going to do a demo. So let's put a number in there. I'm going to put the number 5. Oh, people.
Someone's texting you. Okay.
The number 5, right?
All right.
5 is the number. And then all you have to do is put a whole bunch of emojis. We're just putting all sorts of things in there.
Okay.
Check that out. That. And then you hit this pay button, not the request. And then I believe you got some $5.
That's amazing, Nina. Thank you for that, and it's going to be recycled right back to your Venmo after, at the end of the show here. But thank you for showing people how easy it could be to keep this amazing content going. Look at this banter we have here. This is what people need in their lives.
I miss banter.
I do too, and that's why it's good that we're alone together. So, before we start bantering all night long, let's talk a little bit about what's going on with Assemble.
Oh, yeah. Well, also, for those who might not know, Assemble, I take full responsibility, but it's not just me, believe it or not. We have a whole team of folks that are amazing. Assemble is a community space for arts and technology. We bring artists, makers, technologists together in different ways of all ages to build confidence through making. Who doesn't like building confidence?
I love it. I mean, just creating, connecting, learning, transforming as a unit. Assemble.
And sometimes we break stuff, but a lot of times we're making stuff. And we have stuff for big kids like us, little people, even though they're probably taller than me, who are in that like kindergarten to 12th grade space. And we also are a gallery, which we're refiguring out what does that look like now with the Ronas.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, have you gone? I mean, I don't mean to. If you got more to say, please do. But I mean, have you guys gone all online? I mean, or is there any type of still in-person stuff happening?
Well, we got some fancy photos of some things that we used to do in person. This is when we went to NASA. I took a whole bunch of girls to NASA. It was so much fun. That was the wildest. The bus ride was the wildest because it was like, there's a NASA facility, by the way, in West Virginia, the Catherine Johnson, who was she was the human computer in the movie
Hidden Figures.
Hidden Figures. Thank you.
Sure. I didn't know where you were going with this, but okay.
Yeah,
Good.
Hidden Figures. And like it's so close, and our girls, they knew about the movie, but they didn't know like where and or what, and we got to go to NASA for our all girls and anyone who identifies as a middle school girl camp. It was really, really fun.
That's. I mean, did like, was there like a talking robot there that was kind of like a ball that would talk to people?
It was not as
like.
They didn't bring the drama at that NASA facility. I'll say that. It was more of the like debugging, the hacking facility.
Oh, okay. It wasn't like. Did you ever see that movie with Joaquin Phoenix, a little kid that he ends up going into outer space? It's called Space Camp. So that's what I was thinking you send everybody to, but not. It's more like the wizards of NASA getting rid of the debugging. Okay.
Yeah. Like people actually work there.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Well, that's amazing. All right. I didn't realize you had done that. That's another cool feather in the cap there.
But we do a lot of stuff that's like helping folks, especially those who might not see themselves in STEAM or STEM careers, such as girls, kids who identify as trans or non-binary, as well as, and that's our fancy website,
SummerPGH.org.
And so Girls Maker Night, for example. Oh yeah, Crafternoon, Saturday Crafternoons, an Assemble staple, is now on YouTube.
Fantastic.
And if you need supplies, every week we release a new video, and we're still putting out kits. We've been making a lot of kits. But each week that we release these, you could get your own activity kit with all the supplies to do the activity at home.
Awesome.
For free.
That's even better. So, I mean, have you been doing like, I mean, you got the YouTube, I mean, your YouTube channel's off the hook, but I mean, have you been doing like live classes, live workshops or anything via like Zoom or any type of platform?
We have virtual after school, which you sign up, you get a Google link, and then you also get, we have all the materials for you. It's that we put together for like a whole month's worth of materials. And we either drop it off to your house like Grubhub. You get your googly eyes like Grubhub here. And or we'll mail it to you, or this is okay. I'll have to tell you about this photo though. But or we can like you can come and pick it up, and it's so much fun. The kids are making so much cool stuff. Folks can still sign up for it. And you know what, Patrick? Guess how much it costs?
How much?
Free.
No.
Yeah. If you want us to mail it to you, we ask you to pay for the mailing. But how about that?
Oh my God, that's great.
So
okay.
You can keep making all the time. And then also our Hack the Future program with teens, also free. The teens actually get paid to show up. What?
I don't know what you're talking about. You sound like you're speaking another language. You're speaking Klingon. I don't know what you're saying.
I wish I did speak Klingon.
I wish you spoke Klingon or Dothraki. One of those two languages would be good for you.
I know. Well, tell
me about this picture.
So you know how I said like assemble is not just me? This is assemble right here in front of you, but they're also mythical creatures.
Makes perfect sense.
This is a photo from our Halloween staff meeting. And our charge was to dress up as a mythical creature. I was a unicorn, of course.
You are a unicorn, Nina.
This is my horn. But look how great everybody looks. Aren't they so cute? I'm just so proud. I have to give everybody a shout out. It has been so great to continue to work with everyone and like hold on to this, like really like the strength where we're the strongest is really together. And so that's why I also like alone together.
I like that. I like it very much. Okay, so I mean, how can people support Assemble? I mean, you're giving all this stuff away for free. It's not free.
No.
I mean, how do you guys function?
Oh, well, I write a lot of grants and I do a lot of work to make that work. It's really hard, as you know, to write grants and try to find support. It sucks. Grant writing sucks. I'm just saying. I think
there's nothing at all glamorous about it. It's a necessary evil, but the means to an end is good if you can get in there. But
Patrick, I feel like it's late enough to say this. I feel slutty sometimes with like how you have to like get the money so that like other people can just do the things. Right?
It's doomed me to middle management. I suck at asking for money, even though I ask for it on the Venmo every night on this thing. But like when it comes to my theater cup with Bare Bones, I'm like, I can't. I'm like, it's like I just somehow I get caught up. I have a hard time asking for it, and I have a hard time getting it too because nobody's like lining up for it. But there's something coming up on December 1st.
Yeah. And you can support all sorts of nonprofits in Pittsburgh, not just Assemble. You can definitely support Assemble, and I will say every little bit helps, as I'm sure for Bare Bones too, right? Like
definitely.
Even if you're like, I only got $5, that $5 means a lot.
I could list what the things we could buy for $5, but yeah,
multiple model magics actually.
I'm talking gels for lights, but yes, I got that too.
Exactly. But on December 1st, which is Giving Tuesday, which is the Tuesday after Thanksgiving, so there's like Black Friday, Cyber
Monday,
Business Saturday, Cyber Monday, which does not mean what it did in the 90s when you said I want to cyber with you. Just an FYI.
In case anyone has a time machine, wants to go back to the 90s and wants to cyber.
On Monday.
Okay.
Giving Tuesday is the day that, if you have any money left, I guess, to give to nonprofits.
And there's Give Big Pittsburgh.
And through using Give Big's website, you could give to multiple organizations at once. So it's like your shopping spree, but like supporting people.
Look at that. There's even a little tick down there when it's coming. So that's cool. That's cool, Nina. I am down with that. All right. So that's pretty great. So what else is going on? All right. How have you been handling, you personally? How have you been handling this pandemic? The last time we talked on the show, like I said, the COVID was new. It was just a young sapling.
Budding into the universe.
Budding into the universe to turn into like a friggin' all-devouring succubus of a plant. Anyway.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Dave. So this is something that happened. So I will say before I got into this cakery, I definitely I don't know about you, but I definitely gained some weight this COVID. It's more than the freshman 15, but we'll figure it out. Who knows? I'm becoming one with my chair one day. But I don't know if you've seen the internet, but it's filled with cakes.
That's internet,
yeah. So many
it's
cakes.
Just cakes. It's like a cake machine is what they call it. Yeah.
They're like, oh, here's a coffee can. Psych, it's cake. So there's all these realistic cakes. And so my partner, Thatch, and I were like, you know what? Maybe we got to make a cake. So for Halloween, we made this realistic, as best as we could, pumpkin cake. What do you think?
That's fantastic. What is that? What do you call that? The outer shell? What's that called? What's that called?
Fondant.
Fondant. That's what it is.
There's some buttercream up in there too, though.
Oh God! You know what? It looks delicious. But I tell you what, it looks like a real pumpkin. Did you shade the outside? Was there like what did you paint that with? What did you shade? Chocolate? What did you shade that with?
Well, it's. I think the cake kind of looks ugly at this point. I chose the green. There's actually green and orange, and I was going to use purple too for icing in the layers. But the coloring on the outside, it's orange. You like dye it with food coloring, which it was really like sculpture at that point. And then it's cinnamon, and I got brown food coloring and painted on with alcohol. So I got vodka and like painted it on.
Delicious. Have you made a cake like this before? Have you gotten into the baked goods world?
Nope. I did recently, like this week, I made a birthday cake that looked like a hot pepper for my friend Zaina, who you might know.
We had a hot pepper cake at our house. Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, that's right.
And I made like a spicy Mexican chocolate with like pomegranate seeds and a mascarpone whipped cream or icing in the middle.
You know what? I mean, we're talking about these cakes. There was other things I wanted to talk to you about, but our next guest is in the world, right? She comes from this world. We should probably get her 10 cents on this cake. Hey, guys, do we have Kate Romane in the wings here? Well, let's just go to her segment. Her segment is called What Kate Ate with Kate Romane, but we're going to bring her out now.
My mind is blown. Girl, what is going on with the cake?
I made some cakes.
It's a good looking cake.
Nina's like half embarrassed right now. like her neck is red.
I would never even try that. I would never even try that.
I mean, like, as in I would never eat that, or?
No. I would never attempt to try and make a cake.
Okay.
Good.
What'd you use for the for the stem? What is that?
Fondant. So it's like
that's
fondant.
all fondant?
There's a stick in there.
You don't have like a Snickers bar and wrapped it in fondant or something?
Yeah. And you know how I was really the skills that I used here were my slime making skills. So like from making slime with kids, it's like that same kneading. Like,
is it really with kids, or do you just make that slime? I mean, are you just using the kids as like a crutch?
You just make that slime.
Okay, make that slime.
Oh yeah, here's some winners, my little buddy. This was from one of our day camps. They made their little rooms, and then they did put LEDs in there and everything. Look at that, how cute!
That's amazing, very cute. Good. Well, I mean that was some serious cake. Now, I mean, I didn't think the cake was going to get taken down right when I brought Kate in here, but like it was. But it's okay. I mean, there's the cake.
There's the cake.
So that's some serious. How long did it take you to make that cake, or those toenails?
Or those shoes. Those shoes don't look like cake. That's cake.
Are those edible shoes?
No. They designed shoes. The kids designed their own shoes, and they made them.
Oh my god.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's
I love
awesome.
what you do. I'm a huge fan.
I am too, Nina. And everybody watching at home should just go. You don't have to wait for Giving Tuesday. You can go right to Assemble's website right now. The work that they do over there it's just incredible. Hubbed out in Garfield, right? The home base.
New space? I haven't been into the new space. I know it's been like a few asshole for not being there, but
well, it's kind of closed, Kate, for the last 8 months, so you're okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, George. Thanks.
Here for you.
It's still great. There's like ridiculous construction happening right now in Penn Avenue. Don't drive down Penn Avenue. But we have been in this space, which is the building's owned by Action Housing. And so we have like amazing neighbors. Silver Eye and Level Up are there on the first floor, and above us are retired veterans.
Amazing.
And it's like having a whole bunch of really nosy aunts and uncles who are like, "What you doing in there?" Or like,
who are trained in firearms.
It's but also like are like secretly they're like, "Can I borrow a paintbrush?" And like it's really cute.
They want to get in there.
And we've been there since 2016. It's crazy. But it's been a wonderful space to be in.
Yeah, I mean, you do have great neighbors over there. It's so cool. I mean, like I said, I'm a huge fan of what you guys do over there. So
Same.
thank you for everything you're doing, Nina. So keep it up. Nina, are you cool to hang out with us while we talk to Kate about some takeout places? Maybe you can contribute a little bit if you've had any takeout.
Totally. I love ordering food, and I've been trying to we've been trying to Grubhub or order food from at least, if we do, focusing on Black or Brown owned businesses.
Fantastic. All right. Well, before we get into what Kate ate, have you gotten takeout or delivery at all this week, Nina?
Yeah, well,
or last week? Last week or this week? The last 10 days.
Let me tell you about we actually got Spax tonight, but that doesn't count.
Yes, it does.
It totally counts.
That counts.
We have
every day and twice on Sunday.
It's so good. It's so good. Can I give a shout out to Hotbox?
Tell me more of this Hotbox.
Okay, so you might have heard of this really cool guy. His name's Wiz Khalifa. And actually, Wiz's mom is really cool. Everybody check out Peachy because she's amazing.
Kate was just dancing to Black and Yellow. I'm not even kidding. Like, I could tell what she was doing. She was literally dancing to Black and Yellow in her head while you were doing this. Okay, go on. Wiz Khalifa's mom.
So Wiz has these like pop-up kitchen. They're not like total pop-ups, but there's like kitchens that you can only take out versus eat in. And they're happening across the country. And of course, Pittsburgh got one. And I think it's on Butler Street. And you order with a Grubhub or, DoorDash or one of these things. And the food is amazing. And it's crazy and it's delicious. They have a mac and cheese bite that is covered in like hot Cheeto.
Like actual.
So good.
Actual crunchy Cheetos?
Yeah.
Or dust?
It's dusted enough, but it's like enough that you're like, oh wow. Like one could, if you got it on your beard, they would be like, did you just eat some Cheetos?
All right. I'm assuming you're talking about me and my beard.
You
as a people, the royal you.
It's a
all right. Okay.
Good time.
That's awesome, and you can get it on Grubhub or DoorDash. That sounds exciting.
I can't wait to try that. I'm like,
all right. So maybe next week we'll get a full Kate what Kate ate on that one.
Can I ask you just really quick your feeling? I just dropped my phone, which had some notes on it. Cheetos. Can we just go back to Cheetos?
Let's talk about Cheetos.
Cheetos, or like old school? What's your favorite Cheeto?
I'm gonna go with old school.
I gotta go hot.
Really?
I do like hot flavored everything. Like there's that hot smart popcorn now. It's like fire popcorn. Also, there's like hot veggie straws. I like hot flavored.
Okay.
I like cheese flavor. I
could eat a whole bag of regular Cheetos, not the hot Cheetos, and it's not because I can't take hot things. It's just because I lose interest with this. Like it's a couple of bites and then you drink a beer or something. That's cool, but I can't get. I'm not big on spicy stuff anyway. But like I'm gonna go with old school. Kate, where do you fall?
I go old school, but I love spicy things. Like it's rare that I don't put a hot sauce, chili crisp, giardiniera, something in my food.
Mm-hmm. You'll put that in stuff that you cook too.
Yeah.
Like I've had it. It's exciting. You're surprised by a bite.
I think the children have rubbed off on me because they like are always eating a bag of hot something, and now I too. I'm like, we're gonna get the hot flavored. Is
there something addictive? That there's already something addictive in the regular Cheeto, but there's something extra addictive in that spice and that hot thing. Okay, before we move on, let's check in with our nightly poll. Where do you guys fall in a tailgate situation? Pierogies versus like tube meat, hot sausage or hot sausage or why am I blanking on
Pierogi.
pierogi versus hot sausage
Just
or
let you hang there.
what's the other? What's
Lord,
the other? What am I thinking of? What am I forgetting?
Kielbasa.
Kielbasa. My God,
Ah.
kielbasa
We just let you hang.
sausage. Total brain fart. Kielbasa hot sausage sandwich or
How do you
pierogi and a
separate?
tailgate.
I mean, for me, kielbasa and pierogies just go together.
I understand that, but you're in a tailgate situation. You got buns over here and tube meat over here and pierogies over here and like a ramekin. And where do you go? Let's see what the
Nina?
people are doing because this is too
Nina?
like the spicy
Can't
Cheetos
separate
was
the
easy.
two. They live together.
I feel like I agree with Kate that they live together, but is the kielbasa also vegetarian for those who might be vegetarian?
Could be, yes, totally.
And,
Kielbasa or
And
sausage.
hot sausage and pepper sandwich. It's a
That's-
completely different fucking thing.
Okay, fine. Let's take off kielbasa and make it just sausage. Sausage or pierogi and put kielbasa in its own line. So there's three. Let's just pretend there's three. Three options. Pierogi, kielbasa, or sausage. Where do you go?
for the tailgate, I feel just thinking about like the messiness and potentials of spills, even though like a hot sausage sandwich would still find its way onto me, I feel like it's easier to hold, but like a pierogi is so beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
And I feel held when I eat pierogies.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that like given the tailgate scenario, I would also maybe go pierogi. Just like if I'm thinking about the aftermath of what else I might be consuming or doing that day, hot sausage sandwich is not my like snuggle bud at the end of the.
That's good. I have been known to take said pierogi and put it on the sausage or the kielbasa sandwich. So it's like a twofer. It's like a carb overload. You've got bun. You've got this. I'm not even talking fork and knife. I'm talking just there's no plates and forks left at the tailgate. Put those pierogies on my bun and bring it home. Send it home.
I've
Okay.
used that line 1,000 times, Pat. I just
All right,
think that like.
All right.
I think that you're trying to break up a family in this like one. Like it's like the election. Like everybody lives together on this plate.
Everybody lives together. That's what happens. So speaking of plates, Kate, let's segue into
All right.
what Kate ate this week.
I gotta look. I had some help. Okay.
Nina's taking seltzer to the dome. I mean, it was literally like, okay, all right, talk to me.
Okay, so Northeastern Kitchen.
And where is
Hill.
this? Okay.
It's the space that used to be Mediterranean Grill that has now moved across the street. It's that space that's downstairs. It's like a door. I'm trying to think where it's like midway down Forbes. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
You walk down the steps, and it used to be a Middle Eastern restaurant that has now moved onto the storefront. Anyway, it's delicious stuff. Particularly this porridge that we got. Okay, so like noodles, we ordered the hell out of it. Emma picked all this stuff. It's so good.
Wow.
Yeah, it was dynamite. And
looks
I had not
amazing.
been there before
Is that the
COVID.
porridge in the cup?
Yes. So this is the key. It's going to get you through this long winter. It's like the most comforting porridge. I know when I keep saying porridge, and that sounds like
Three bears.
end of days.
No, it's just three bears. This one's a little too hot. One's a little too cold. One's just right. This one's just right.
It's super comforting. Like we ate it for 2 days. It was great. It's called the miniature dumpling soup. It's kind of like congee, or it's so good. That was like my star of the whole thing. And this other like slaw.
I saw that slaw.
Yeah, it's called Mama's shredded vegetable salad. There it is on the left there. Super good. Super good. And you order online. I think they are on some apps for delivery, but if you order online through the site, you can do pickup past. They have like a really weird window of like delivery time. It's like till 7:30, but I think there's
But you can-
there's delivery afterwards. There's pickup till I don't know.
We can find
Anyway,
that out on the
it's
website.
worth checking out. It's super good.
And so it's awesome. Did you do the pickup or did you do delivery?
Emma did the pickup. She said it was super safe. Like she went down the steps. There's a door. They open the door. They put out your food onto it. When you pick it up, you go.
And they're making your food, and they're wearing masks, and their noses are covered. That's a big. That's the big key.
That's the big key,
for
right?
me when you look in kitchens. If there's nose coverage,
Yeah.
okay, that's
What's
good.
up
So
with
okay, so you got a haul of stuff here. If you were to price this thing out with like $1 sign, $2 signs, $3 signs, or $4 signs, how would this be on the expensive scale?
I mean, it's not exceptionally expensive. But, I mean, we ordered a lot of food.
You
'Cause
ordered
when I
you ordered like a
order-
Thanksgiving meal for 12 for the two of
Yeah.
you. It looks like.
Everything's between like, I would say 6 and the high point. It's like nothing goes above $20 per
Oh,
item.
awesome, awesome.
Um,
Sign me up.
yeah, it's worth doing out. I mean, there's, I my go-to. I always, I'm stuck in a couple of different places, so it's nice to try something else. But what was I going to say? Yeah, I would definitely order again.
All right.
There's a lot more stuff on the menu that I want to try.
All right, awesome. So
So-
what was spot number 2?
So this place it's a hidden gem. It's a wood-fired pizza place on Frankstown Road, and it's literally called like
Frankstown Woodfire Pizza.
Yeah,
Oh, is it seriously?
yeah. I think it's fucking called that way. I gotta look it up.
Oh my god.
It's a little hidden gem. It's on Frankstown Road. It's a woodfire pizza place with a name. Frankstown Road Woodfire Pizza.
It was so fucking good. God, I don't know how I've never heard of this place. But it's been
Okay,
around
so
forever.
I mean, we're talking woodfire pizza, right? So we're
Like-
not-
The real deal. We got 2 pizzas. We got beans and greens, and we got stuffed peppers, which are fucking bomb. But they have a number of like other deli items. And on Saturdays they do like a
Oh.
sugar, which like
so,
sweet
ooh,
bread.
that looks good.
Yeah. Yeah, we got anchovies and we got a pepperoni. I think it was.
You loved it. It looks great. I mean, was it super? Was the crust? I mean, I can't tell by the picture. Was it a
No.
super thin crust, or did it have a little bit of crust to it?
It had a little bit of crust to it. So I'm usually a super thin, like super thin crust. Like I'm a dinette fan. My family's Eastern PA. We like a New York sweet sauce thin crust. This
I thought
is
you were going to
fucking
say
good.
something like, my family's like Eastern European or something. You're like, my family's from Eastern Pittsburgh. And so we like pizza like in a personal pan, and we get our pin stamped at the end of the night, and if we read 10
There's a little
books,
table
we get
in the
our
middle.
own free personal pan pizza.
You know it's real when it's got that table in the middle. I like that. Yeah.
This
Anyway,
is good. Is that pizza on your bed?
it's on a blanket outside. Waiting outside. This was like it was like a week ago. Or
Okay. All right. No, this is great.
outside.
No, it's been nice. It's beautiful today. It was only one
my
bad
God.
day in the week. So yeah. So that's amazing. Okay, price point on that. Was it like $25 a pizza, or was it?
No, it's like. I
So
would say this is like it's like a pizza place.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you got this takeout. You drove out to Frankstown and you picked it up. And once again, were there masks and noses covered?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, my experience, most people are doing that when I've gone to pick up food. I mean, walking around Pittsburgh today scared the hell.
Tell me about why.
I tried to go, I had to go to the bank, Squirrel Hill, like it's packed. There's nobody wearing a mask, or rarely, it's like one, and it just freaked me out. The numbers are going crazy. And, we're trying to figure it out too, like I don't want to shut down. It's like, obviously, like usually if I'm not going to get a box here, but it's usually affecting
Please.
our industry, but it's
Please-
really scary.
Please
to
do. I'm
see
I'm
that.
I'm terrified of it too, Kate, because I go out very rarely, and I'm usually just in a car, the majority of it, and it's just terrifying. Like I seriously feel this energy. Sorry, Pepper doing her walk by.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm just terrified that I can feel the energy in the world that people have stopped giving a shit. That they think that we're past it, and they think like, okay, we can live with this. I haven't gotten it yet, so let's just go about. Let's do this. Let's have Thanksgiving dinner for 40. Let's do all this stuff. Everybody's like, I can see it outside. Like the fact that like the mask wearing. I know outside it's a lot easier, right? But not when you're up on top of somebody, especially for more than a couple minutes or waiting in line. The few places that I've gone to will have the 6 foot spaced out tags on the ground. Somebody's up my ass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's always like somebody like literally breathing down my neck, and I'm like sitting there with like 6 masks and like a space suit on, and I'm like, do I look like someone you want to hang out with? Like, it's terrifying to me, and I don't understand it. Like I got the whole, but like literally, if you think about the politics of it, right? So it was divided between 2 camps, right? The one political spectrum was like, hey, screw it, you don't need a mask. This is all bullshit. The other side was everybody wear a mask. But like in reality, all the people who were in charge of the game on the one side, it was like, screw it, you don't need a mask. They all have COVID.
I know.
Or have gotten COVID in the last like 3 weeks. Right?
Yeah.
It's insane to me. And the thing is that they're finding out more and more things from this of the effects of it. Like I saw like a 46-year-old marathon runner, mother of 3, all's good. You know, she got it and it was a mild case. Aspirin and Gatorade was all she was prescribed, you know, quarantine and get through it. She got through it. She was okay. Now she has glaucoma. Do you know what I mean? It's like crazy. Like this thing has a different effect on everybody, and they don't even know what it is yet. So people heard that there was a vaccine that was tested well, and it's like, okay, you're not going to get it till July at best if it works.
Best.
And it's November. Do the math here. All we have to do is keep social distancing, wear masks, and we're good. Who is that little buddy right there?
Oh my God.
Ruby wanted to come and say hello.
What up, Ruby?
What's up? She's like, whoop, whoop.
Tell me about Ruby.
She's a
Get me to
princess.
stop talking about this nonsense.
Oh. Ruby is
Stop talking about it,
so, say that again, Kate.
I said we all shouldn't stop talking about it. I feel like we have, but also I love your dog, so
Yeah.
just go there for a minute because
It's a good break. It's a good break. Let's let Ruby. Let's
Be
wake up, Snacks, and let's have Ruby and Snacks talk about COVID for at least 5 minutes, and I think that would be better. Animal break. Dave's not the best in the business for nothing. And props to Pete for these graphics that are better than CNN's graphics.
Great.
To be real, COVID is Pete's excuse to avoid his extended family. Okay, so he found a silver lining. He made some lemonade. Meanwhile, I have not yet. I'm just stuck with all these lemons. I haven't figured out a way to make lemonade of it. I'm terrified. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's unnerving, and literally, the fact that there were 144,000 cases nationwide, right, which smashes the record, the world record, right? We are like ground zero in the U.S., and it literally wasn't on the news for 6 days.
I know.
Like it wasn't even like the third story. Now, like the number one story is like the president hasn't spoken for 6 days. Oh, he's brooding.
He's having feelings.
He's having feelings. Oh, well, that's gee whiz, buddy. I've been having nothing but feelings for about, I don't know, my whole life, but like really hard ones the last 8 months.
Yeah.
What were we gonna say, Nina?
It's a weird moment. And we're also like going into the holidays where you're like, what do you know, all the family pressure. I mean, Pete's right. It's like it's a weird spot. I just made a really crazy dramatic move. I I saw that it was going to be 75 degrees this weekend. I drove all the way to New Hampshire straight through just to have 5 hours on the beach, socially distanced, to see my family, because I was like, I'm not going to see them. It'll be 2 years if I don't see them this weekend, because I'm not trying to do holidays. I'm not trying to pressure it. I haven't seen her since last Christmas. Like, and it was the safest way for us to do it. Like, it was wild.
It's so hard for me, man. I mean, it's killing me with my family. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like my sister's kids are at 5 days a week school now. You know what I mean? I can't really do that. I've got Pepper at home and all that stuff. Look, is this you at the beach?
Yeah,
or is this
Snacks
somebody else?
That's Snacks. We lost the ball, so we had to throw an apple into the ocean. But
Did he
that was
get it?
the morning after.
Did he retrieve the apple?
we
Or
just
did he just swim to like Spain trying to find that apple?
So this was the next morning after we had met with them, but it was like a super creepy scenario. It was just me and like I don't know if you guys can notice, but it's like super foggy. This is actual.
I couldn't notice. It just looks like it's a scene from The Road.
Or is this the movie The Fog?
Anyway,
yeah. So I'm glad you thought to do that, Kate. That's great.
because I was just like, I can't imagine. I don't want it to be personal. It's not that I don't want to see anybody for the holidays, like, but I want to. I miss my friends. I miss my family. But the holidays, it's going to be really hard for everybody. No.
It's killing me already. Like literally, I'm like emotional about it. It fucking sucks right now because, and if they get together and I won't be there, and then I'm nervous about them getting together, and then and
and you're gonna miss them more seeing them together too.
Yeah, but I mean, I gotta, And speaking of that, we're gonna switch to Brown.
Sorry, man.
No, it's okay. It's all good. But
I feel like this last week has taken just like obviously the election was like, lots of it, but with the COVID numbers just like escalating and
every single state in the union, we are destroying the basically we are beyond ground zero. I mean, it's like it's worse now. Like if you look at the charts where it's spiking, where what used to be bad, and then it went down, and then it came up a little bit, and then it went down, and everybody got cocky. It's like here now. And everybody's like the numbers right now are twice as bad as they were when they locked us down. I
know. What's driving me nuts is that, I was out of town right before they started the lockdown, right? And I'm flying into Pittsburgh. We're losing business. But everybody's talking about like, how are you going to handle this? Like, what are we going to do? Like, it's radio fucking silence out there. Like I don't know how anybody in the restaurant industry or anybody out there what is going to manage this. Like what's worse is the idea that we don't lock down. To be honest, to give anybody any guidance of like what should we do? Lock people down a little bit, or give us some guidance of like how to manage the next 6 months. Right?
You don't know what's no, you're right. It's like you don't know what's coming down the pike and what's happening or when. You just know that Nina's dog's probably barking right now. And I saw the microphone get crossed out and she just went a little crazy. But yeah, I mean you don't know. Yeah, like it's the not knowing, and it's like you have X numbers, like right? Basically, yeah, well, yeah, but it's also the division, right? There are no dictators out there, right? There's not one person that can say this is what we're going to do. I mean, if you can lead and try to get people to follow you, but the politics, I'm hoping that now this election's over, I'm hoping that some things can break a little bit now. You know what I mean? You've got X people in the Senate. There's only 2 Senate seats left up in the air. The House seats are almost all settled. I'm hoping that you can get past that and everyone can get on the same page and not have to like stoke a fire that like if you wear a mask you're a total asshole and you're a moron or whatever, you're a wimp. And if if like basically even at the election offices, if you saw people lined up waiting to vote, you didn't need the exit polls because you knew if they were wearing masks they were voting Dem, and if they weren't wearing masks they were voting Republican. It's just it doesn't need to be like that. So I don't know. Mm-hmm. I don't know who to talk to. I mean, I'm hoping that something happens there. Lemon John,
Also, like, I hope that, like, the
as opposed to
election
John Lemon. But Dave just
done. Like, the election just won't stop. It just won't stop. Like,
well,
if we were,
it's over. Okay, we have
mean,
we
yeah.
have a president elect. There's nothing that can be done about that. Okay, and if you think that there's still a chance, I've got a bridge that's fantastic that will look great with your name on the deed. And I've got these 3 beans, okay, that literally will be magical for you. And you call me and I will sell them to you at a discount. But
yeah, bitch, I'm fired up.
I can tell that, but like everyone's livelihood is on the line here, so I can see the riff, but there's got to be a middle ground here, and the fact that the Senate confirms the Supreme Court justice, right, rushes that shit in in less than 3 weeks time before the election, but does not put together a COVID package, a bailout package for the American people, and they take a 10-day recess. They're like, we're gonna go on vacation. We got it. Amy Columbia. They could have confirmed her in next month. They literally could have confirmed her in December. In January. They could have confirmed her January 19th, and it would have been legal. It would have been fine. Why? Like, Dave, go back to it. Show me Kate before Kate's just doing it here. Please, just show her the.
I was on fire when they.
The old Brajo. Yeah, I don't know. That's just me. When you start thinking about these things, and there's no logic to it, but there's still people are just like drooling on both sides of this thing. Oh, well, on one side. Nina, talk to me. Say something.
Oh, I'm so angry and furious, and it's like you're like, and like you were talking about the holidays, and like you're like, how. Like, who wants to take that responsibility of, like, accidentally getting someone sick? And, like, exactly. I think about this all the time when people are like, why aren't you doing things in person? Thank you. That's a compliment. When you're doing things at, like, why aren't you doing things in person at Assemble? They're, like, I can't even, I don't even want to think about the possibility of getting one of our lovely neighbors sick. Like, I already see enough people without Rona go to the hospital. Why should we increase that? And also, why are you so important that, like, regardless if you have a good immune system or whatever, or a marathon runner, that your life is more valuable than anyone else's?
Yeah. No, exactly. I mean, we sell, I mean, this is our season right now. We sell events, we sell gatherings, and we had to make the same choice. It's like, it's about trust. Like, if I'm trying to sell you to get together right now, are you ever going to trust me again for, like, so it's a weird spot to be in, it's a weird spot to be in. Like, whether or not you're, somebody trying to sell something or just trying to be in a family, like, how the fuck are you supposed to navigate this moment of, like,
I'm at a loss. I did buy 2 50,000 BTU outdoor space heaters for my backyard.
Yeah.
In case anybody wants to come over and hang out. Mostly I bought it for my family to come over and like have some, whatever. But outside of that, man, I don't know what to do here. Like it's crazy. And as the weather's going to start to get colder, and it's going to, you know what I mean? It's going to go down to 30 tonight or something. And I don't know.
It's the only silver lining for climate change is that sometimes it's 25 degrees in November.
Yeah, but that would be just for this year. Climate change is forever. I'm hoping the Rona isn't around, in 5 years, and I'm hoping that I don't want it to be 90 degrees in December. I don't want to get a tan at Christmas time. I want a snowflake. I don't want to act like a snowflake. Anyway, sorry, Pep's getting wild in the other room here. If you're hearing some, she was doing the rooster call a little bit ago. It was pretty amazing. Her rooster call is like a gem mint. 10. Chef's kiss. Sprinkle a little bit on the elbow, like she's on point with it. But anyway, yeah. So I don't know. We could go on this all night, and I know nobody at home probably wants to talk about it or hear us talk about it. But I'm glad you guys are kind of in the same boat. It's nice to know that we're not alone in these thoughts, because I feel crazy going out, seeing things, and realizing that also, like, the big thing for me is, okay, somebody's wearing a mask. You don't need to take the mask off to talk to the person that you're talking to. This is what blows my mind. It's like, hey, how you doing? What's going on? It's me. I'm like, I know who you are. Like I can hear you, but like everyone feels the need that you're reading their lips and pulling it down. So what's the point if you're going to get up on somebody and talk and start spraying particles and droplets on out the ass, and then put the mask back on?
Yeah.
I don't know. And then, it's just frustrating. You see stories. I talk to people that have it and have family members that they've lost to it. And just I would rather put up with not having to possibly infect or have family members at a Thanksgiving dinner in regards to not being able to see somebody if they get sick and ever again. You know what I mean? Like you don't get to visit people in the hospital. You don't get to I don't know. It's just hard. And unless it's affecting people personally, like in their immediate bubble, I don't think they're realizing what the thing is. It's like Dick Cheney didn't care about LGBTQ rights till his daughter came out. And then he was like, oh yeah, I'm all for it. You know what I mean? Like, but where were you for 5 decades? You know what I mean? But it's just like that. So it's just that kind of a thing. I wish people could open their eyes to it, but I don't know.
I don't want to get it. I was like,
right,
that's the political divide there.
Okay, but I want to get politics out of it. It's just like it's just wear the mask. That's just me.
Yeah.
Hey, Tara. Tara May's just chimed in here. So check this out. We can continue this conversation, but I think we should call the pierogi versus kielbasa thing right now. What's the final on that one, Dave?
Thank you.
Genius. I snuck him on that. But watch me sneak him again. Hey, Dave, I think now would be a good time to talk about Farm to Table, PA, Farm to Table Pittsburgh. It's one of our other sponsors for tonight. Farm to Table. If you go to farmtotablepa.com, you can find out a lot of amazing things. And I would say that you should sign up for their email list tonight, because on Monday they're going to announce their Harvest Festival virtual tasting. All of the names who are going to be upon that, and you can get your orders in right away. You can sign up, pinpoint everything you want in your box, and it will be delivered to several drop points in your area, some of them at local breweries. And those breweries are also going to have tasting options available to go through with the pairings for that. Here we are. Pierogi kielbasa made a comeback, but pierogi reigns supreme for a tailgate taste-off. All right, folks, you heard it there. Props to that. So check this out. It happened. So check this out. Before we wrap the show tonight, we should have Nina and Kate here. Let's tell everybody what the overnight poll is, Dave. Just put Dave to absolute work. Like, he's been chilling for a couple minutes. He hasn't had to do the clicks. Yeah, Dave, you gonna hit us off? Oh shit!
Funny.
That's great.
Dave's the best in the goddamn business. I don't care any business. Dave would be the best. All right, here we go, folks. The overnight. Make it stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming at you from the Commission of the Jags, oversight by Captain Jagenseen, your overnight poll tonight. At the top of the heap, the best of the best, the showdown that keeps the showdown showing down. It is none other than, look at that cute face, look at that guy. It is Patrick Jordan, not by himself, But in the movie, The Dark Knight Rises, where he delivers the line, "These men haven't eaten for weeks." And then he gets shot and killed in the most dramatic death in The Dark Knight Rises. He's like, "These men haven't eaten any food for weeks." And then the other guy's like, versus Jonas Salk, the man that we all need right now more than Batman. We need Jonas Salk Part 2. We need Jonas Salk if we could all put our hearts and our minds together, reach down into our chi, and summon Jonas Salk from beneath the grave. If you could just imagine for a moment a grave with fresh dirt, and suddenly a couple fingers arise from the dirt like buds looking for sunlight. It's Jonas Salk's decrepit fingers rise, and they permeate the dirt, and they reach for a root so that the man, Jonas Salk, can slowly pull himself from his grave and rise to walk the earth again, such that the coronavirus finally has the true showdown that it deserves from a man known to be wicked to everyone but viruses. He is friendly with the virus. He invites the virus over. He gives the virus a drink. And when the virus gets comfortable, he lets the virus know that he slipped the virus something that momentarily will cause the virus to start gagging uncontrollably, and slowly foaming at the mouth. The virus will keel over onto the floor, and COVID will die. And Jonas Salk will walk out of his room, out of his door, into the yard, into the street, scratch his head. A part of his scalp will fall off because he is still decomposing from having come from the ground. And when Jonas Salk heads back to the cemetery, he gives one last glance to the skyline and gives it a firm salute, as though he were an armyman. But he isn't an armyman, he's a renegade, an undead renegade. And slowly he'll crawl back into his grave, let out one last cry, "Oh, damn you, COVID!" Because all he ever wanted was to feast one last time on the flesh of humans in the form of a tube steak on a bun on a special day, the last day that COVID ever feasted upon the sadness of Pittsburgh. "Suck on that, Batman," he said. "Fuck you and the horse you rode in on. Patrick Jordan, I'll see you in hell."
Damn.
So good.
I'm at a loss. I think we should just not let the vote happen and move Jonas Salk on to the next round. I think that it's time, Dave. That was, I don't know. I don't think I cried that many times in a span of that. What was that? 5-6 minutes. That was a hell of an intro. Okay, Tommy Amoeba found the Kill Point on demand this week. Started rewatching it. Do you know what episode? I'm in all of them, Tommy. I think it might be episode 2, but I think I show up in episode 2 and then continue. I don't remember. It's been a while on that one. I think I'm in all but one episode, so it might have been episode 1, but they didn't let me talk until the last one. Anyway, yeah, that was pretty amazing. I'm at a loss.
That was epic.
So it's Jonas Salk versus my character in Batman, which was a friggin' joke, and that has gone on for too long that I'm involved here. It needs to look. Even Harrison Ford knows that.
To the end.
I better not, Kate. Jonas Salk should win this thing. Okay, Jonas Salk.
I don't know.
Cure for polio, man. The polio vaccine. March
Where
Dimes.
is he now? His dead fingers are trying to what?
Well, Dave, I don't know if by Dave.
I think the Pat Man.
Were you just doing like the Thriller dance? Is that what just happened? Were you just like?
No, I was just like interpreting he was like rising up. Were you not paying attention?
Oh no, something's gonna get Nina. It's kind of.
Anyway, Pat Man, I'm voting for you, babe.
Oh Christ! Please, I really, it's actually been embarrassing and it's been depressing. Because
I have a question.
Please go.
When does the Pittsburgh Batman come back?
Wow, you know what? We were just talking about that, and I don't know, but I think if there ever was a time for Pittsburgh Batman to reemerge, it's now. But it comes down to one man with the 2-word first name Lord, second name Grunge, and he has to if he decides that it's time, it happens. All the basically all the foot soldiers are laying in wait right now. We need the admiral to come out, and then it will be hammer time. If he says go, every single member of the original cast will be back. Without
Please, if you're out there, please, I'll provide daycare, everyone, for all the babes.
Okay, real quick, before we talk about something else, I want to tell everybody that tomorrow is Cardigan Day. I don't know if you're aware of this, but Rick Seaback is going to tell us all a little bit about Cardigan Day, and you still have time to get involved. Roll tape, Dave.
It's time to put on your favorite cardigan sweater, because on Friday, November 13th, WQED is celebrating the work and the wardrobe of Mr. Rogers. What we want you to do is take a picture of yourself, and anybody you know, wearing a cardigan sweater. Post it on social media with hashtag Cardigan Day. Then on Friday the 13th, between the hours of 10 a.m. and 2 p.m., come by WQED. King Friday's Castle will be here. It'll be his birthday. And kids can get a little kindness bag. Remember, hashtag Cardigan Day.
Get on it. Let's have some love here. Let's remember that there are still good things out there. And let's all take pictures of ourselves and our animals and our kids, anything, in cardigan sweaters. Send them in there. Use the hashtag Cardigan Day. Maybe you can get yourself on QED showing it, but just showing your love and support, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, and Rick Seaback, for crying out loud. He's asking you to in the best possible way. So get on that. Cardigan Day is tomorrow. Hashtag Cardigan Day. Oh, what one person voted? You can't make it like 100% when just Kate voted. Literally, hey, yeah, well, really dominating this one. We literally have the vote in from
You're
Guam.
gonna win, babe. You're gonna win.
From the Republic of Guam. It carries 0 electoral votes, but I better not. This thing needs to end, because the winner of this one, look, it would be there are some iconic Pittsburgh things that have fallen. The word yins has fallen. All of these things are bad. Kurt Angle is laying waste to everything in his path. We never thought Kurt was going to get out of the first round. We thought Bruno Sammartino was for sure going to do it. But now it's Michael Keaton. Look at Kurt Angle. Look at him next to Hillbilly Jim, right there on his left. Hillbilly Jim on his left. Look at how does Dave taller than Kurt Angle? I mean, Kurt Angle could kick all of our asses at once without getting out of his chair. He's a gold medalist with a broken neck. But anyway, he's laying waste. He's waiting for the winner of this Jonas Salk versus a silly little rolling Batman, which was cool. Well, here's something terrifying, right? I brought this up to somebody the other day. They were like, man, when everything was locked down and the city was shut down, it was a total ghost town during the day. It was exactly like when they shot Batman, when they had to make downtown Pittsburgh into a ghost town. And I was like, it was creepy, but there was no camera at the end of the street. It was terrifying. I don't know. It's a terrible parallel, but I just don't want to go back there again. I've said this on the show once before. We've had 150 episodes. I still know what's on it. We're shooting that scene, walking through the ghost town of Pittsburgh. It was 70. It was like 90 degrees, and it's snowing. They're making it fake snow. And they had cleared out the 3 stories in the buildings, or 2 or 3 stories, so they wouldn't show up in the camera shot and everything. And there's just somebody in a bullhorn, look to your left, look to your right, keep walking, look up. And then we look up, and literally on the 3rd floor of the building was just a ton of yinzers pressed up against the glass watching the filming, and one of them was holding a terrible towel. There's still hope for the world. So we had a tailgate thing. The Steelers are 8-0. So that's exciting for 1 out of 3 of the people on this show, and you guys might be interested in too. Maybe 1 out of 6.
It's never happened before, right?
It has never happened before in history. They're 8-0. But because of the Rona,
I'm gonna knock on wood.
Knock on wood. But because of the Rona, there's one of the players has the Rona, and 5 of the players have to quarantine, because they were near that person with the Rona, because this guy had the flu-like symptoms on Friday, didn't practice, but they said, fuck it, get on the plane on Saturday, sit next to the quarterback, and play on Sunday. And then Monday morning, I'm positive.
Wait. Was that on the Steelers team, or is this? I
on the Steelers team? Vance McDonald, the tight end for the Steelers, who's a hell of a nice guy. He has lives on a farm in Ligonier. Good football player. Apparently nice community guy, whatever. But apparently he was sick on Friday. Didn't practice on Friday. Had like flu-like symptoms, but still got on the plane and traveled. Didn't get tested, or the test results didn't come in, or whatever. Played in the game. Not a ton of snaps, but played a few snaps in the game. Then came back, and Monday morning, he tested positive. The results came in. He was positive, coronavirus. And I think he sat next to Ben Roethlisberger on the plane.
That's bad management, and that's sad for everybody.
I'm sure there's more to it, and I'm sure there's a PR spin. But the protocols that they were pulled, and they're not practicing, and they're on quarantine right now till Saturday. They had to do 5 days of quarantining, and then they'll get tested and see what happens. And it doesn't necessarily mean that they all have it, but this is what's happening. Like the NBA did a hell of a thing when they bubbled. They literally bubbled. Like the food was brought in. Everyone was like the whole world was revolving around it. So the NFL should probably try to do something like that, but there's so many more people involved in the NFL, so it's kind of hard.
And money. There's so much money there. I mean, I don't follow
this. They
didn't
cancel. The NBA picked it up. They took a break, figured it out, and then played all the games.
And hockey. Didn't hockey do a
Hockey did it too. They have one case.
I only know this because the people hockey fans, but they told me that they did a great job with that, right?
Yeah, but I mean, there's so many more people involved in football, and it's all everybody just going to believe what they want to believe. So.
Oh my God! I think we just got Wiz.
Yes.
What?
Yes!
You're kidding? Is this live?
I think we do.
Why is Kate's signal breaking up the second she gets this? I can't believe she froze. Don't eat, Kate. Stop eating. Stop eating, Kate.
Frozen.
No.
No.
We were stalling till it arrived. Oh, we lost her.
Oh, this is sad.
Nina,
we'll never know.
We were talking about friggin' sports, killing time for this Wiz to show up. Well, folks, you just saw behind the curtain. The show ran a little long tonight because we were hoping that Kate would get her takeout. Kate?
I got it. Wiz. You fucking have him.
What'd you think?
Oh my God, it's so good. Thank you. It's so good. Sorry, I don't know what. Try that. A little bite. A little bite. That's good. It's a good bite. Wait, what? There's like a boneless wing. Not that. I mean, that's good too, but try the other.
All right. So the wheels have fallen off. The wings have gotten there. The boneless wing. Oh, it's good too.
The cauliflower?
Oh yeah, the cauliflower. Holy crap.
Oh shit, that's so good.
Okay, I'm gonna let you two talk about this for a bit. We don't need three voices, but this is a live what Kate ate. It's what Kate's eating.
I'm eating it right now.
What?
So,
All right.
I'm sorry, but
Give us the blow by blow. Describe. What is that you're eating?
This is the Cheeto. This is the mac and cheese covered Cheeto thing.
Is there a chip inside? What is it?
No, it's mac.
Show me the inside. Turn it sideways. Give me the whole.
I'm going there, babe. I'm going
Okay,
there.
folks, while she's going there, just so you know, you are seeing some groundbreaking thing. This is the best that the streaming internet has to offer.
It's macaroni and cheese inside, fried inside red hot Cheetos. Are so fucking good.
Show it one more time, Kate. Show the inside one more time. Dave, put it on full screen. Okay, good. I just needed to get a screenshot of that for posterity.
Oh, bitch.
Don't call me by my maiden name.
Of course.
But anyway, folks.
Right.
Okay, you saw it there. Whiz, get it going. It's worth
worth
the.
That is
And now, how did you get that delivered?
Emma just surprised me with that. I have
she-
no idea how this got this my house.
Okay, fantastic. Well, next week we'll find out how Kate got it, and
I'll
we'll
go do
figure
blow by blow.
out what it did to her after she ate it. So it's on, folks. Well, thank you all for joining us tonight. We've got a great show tomorrow. Natalie Bensavenga is going to be with us doing 5 Minutes With, and she's going to have Summer Lee on in her 5 Minutes With. We are going to have Dave Bracey is going to be back talking about local brews and local booze. And I do think he said he found a local tequila, which I did not think existed. So that'll be there. And we have one more guest on. Pete, who's that going to be?
I was just texting you who it's going to be. We got Jock West and Lee Garbo from Dub Yoga.
We got them both. Okay,
I think so.
fantastic. I didn't know it was just Jock, but okay, great. So that'll be it. And Jock's going to do a little song for us, too, in addition.
Correct.
Fantastic. So it's going to be a hot show tomorrow night. And
Not as hot as those flaming hot Cheetos, though.
Oh, girl, you have no idea.
I can't wait to try them. Now I'm like, damn
See you
it.
tomorrow, Cheetos.
Well, I want to thank everybody for watching and sticking with us through this hour and a half epic journey through everything you can imagine. Nina Barbuto, thank you so much for being here with us and sticking us for the long haul. And thank you for everything you're doing at Assemble. Please, if you can kick in a couple of bucks to Assemble, or if you kick into Alone Together Tonight, that money's going to go to Assemble. So get that going. So thank you all very much. And Kate, thank you for continuing to eat food and support the community here in town. Proud of you. All right.
Thank you guys for doing this. It's
No. Stop that. Hey, and Pete, anything else?
Black Lives Matter.
Awesome. Fantastic. There you
Nice.
go. Dave, you got anything for us? You want to send us home?
Forgive me if I don't shake hands.
That is the most perfect thing in the world. That's the future, right? I don't think handshaking is going to happen anymore, right? Now, let me tell you guys a little bit. Okay, so in history, in films, there are different films out there where they were telling us what was coming, right? One of them in particular was The Princess Bride.
What's that, Dave?
Why are you wearing a mask? Were you going to acid or something like that?
Oh no, it's just they're terribly comfortable. I think everyone will be wearing them in the future.
Everyone's wearing them. They should be anyway. And Liam Neeson?
Wear a mask.
Cuts the visibility.
I already know what you look like.
He already knows what you look like. Then, speaking of The Dark Knight Rises, that was Bane. That was Bane from The Dark Knight Rises. All right, well, send.
Come on, George.
Okay, so we're gonna send everybody home with our favorite thing to wrap up the night with. In case you don't know where you stand on mask wearing, Sally Wiggin will tell you.
When I walk out and there's someone without a mask and they come too close to me, I'm just racked with fear, and then I want to punch them in the face.
Can't beat that. Can't hit that with a bat. And look at Pete with his extraordinarily his 6'4" legs in that little dinghy, holding them very still and just barely touching the paddles to the water, just barely, just so gently as he turns on that little dinghy on that big river.
Little dinghy.
Little dinghy, big river. Look how long Pete's legs are, for Christ's sake, on that little dinghy. And they're not moving, man. They're still. Can those things capsize easily, Dave or Pete? Pete's not even there.
They could go down. I had a little leak in that one, so.
But it's like the river isn't moving. Like, what the fuck?
But you are.
Yeah, at the confluence, it's pretty calm actually. Although the water's really fucking cold.
This was just 2 days ago?
Yeah, we went out on Tuesday night.
Nice.
Tuesday
Beautiful.
afternoon, technically. We left at like 2:30. We got out at 5, and it was already dark. So.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And did you do anything with that duck?
It just kept following us. I think we became one with the ducks. So.
Those Dave's shoes?
Yeah, those are Dave's shoes. he probably has like 30 minutes of footage of this duck.
Or just river shoes? What are you wearing on your feet, Pete?
Water shoes. I have
Water shoes. Dave's wearing like are those Sequoia or New Balance? What are you wearing, Dave?
Saucony Jazz Vegan Edition.
If you're still watching the show, folks, the show has officially ended. Anything you're watching right now is literally like eavesdropping on a Zoom chat. If you want to chime in on the credits right now, if you want to join us, we will just send you the link to join the show. I don't care who you are. If you want to join us, we got about another minute and a half. Look at Pete going in circles. Amazing, Pete. Look at
I was
that.
just showing off because I've got footage of Dave doing that, but he doesn't ever play his footage. He just plays the footage of me.
He's got the power. He's in control.
It's not fair. It's going up on our Instagram.
Our ratings would be up because Dave is topless.
Right. I'm posting it to the Instagram, so if people want to see it, it'll be on the Instagram tonight.
Topless Mansueto doing a helicopter.
Yes.
And in the river, not like an on land helicopter move. It's kind of like what did we say was in the 90s, Nina?
Oh, cyber. When you're cybering.
Cybering. That's good. So we're not going to go into that, although I'm sure people are cybering to just Pete going in circles over and over and over. Hey, seriously, thank you guys for being here tonight. If you guys want to stick around and chat after the credits, we'll be here offline. If you need to get on to your business, I totally understand. Thank you all. Everybody stay safe. Take care of each other. And please continue to wear a mask, social distance. And we all love you. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching. We'll be back tomorrow at 8 o'clock.
Peace.